Hey guys, it's Devrog here. Yes, I am in bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I had just watched Kid Behind a Camera's video, um, and this is my thoughts behind it. Now, Kid Behind a Camera and Tina never answered me back. The most I got was an acceptance of, accepting the conversation from Tina. But the way I see it, ladies and gentlemen, is basically Kid Behind a Camera now. They're kind of dying down when it comes to pretty much everything. They're just using family drama to get views and everything like that. And I get it. You go from having Angry Grandpa, which is like, he bless his heart, him being a huge thing, and Kid Behind the Camera kind of making two channels from him, um, to losing him, um, and kind of slideshowing down. My advice to Kid Behind a Camera: try something else. Go back to gaming, something like that. Because I don't know about anyone else, but the family drama is family drama. I wouldn't want to kind of bring that into it. I get it. There's a big thing between them and Tina right now. That's great. Anyway, so lately I've been watching Netflix a lot. Everyone knows that. And I said yes is for YouTube. But I'm probably going to expand my channel a little bit into Netflix. A few things about Netflix. For any horror fans, my suggestion to you, don't be going in there for horror, because most of them are like high school grade, something they threw together on a camera and shot it with bad acting. If you're going there, animations like anime, that stuff is good. I just finished watching an actual animated series. It's basically about this guy who's inside of a game, and he was told that he has to beat the game or he dies. If he dies in the game, or he takes the helmet off, or someone takes the helmet off of them, they die. I'm not going to go too much further for that. But basically, they had 14 episodes with one season, and I don't know if they're coming out with another, but they should, because there's a lot of unanswered questions. Now, they did destroy the game aspect of it all. The game crashed, and they're renewing it. So I don't know what's going on there, regards to that. I feel like they should make another one, but bring some things back. Just like you look at a lot of video games coming from Blizzard or anyone else, they don't quite crash the game, although you don't get stuck in the game in virtual reality. They should upgrade the game, make it a little bit more interesting. Also, my thing about it all, I noticed as the episodes went through, they've kind of quickened everything. So, like at the beginning, you had the main character, put the headset on, and the first episode was like the first 3 days of him actually being in there. Then it went, as you go through, they skip floors. So, like the first episode, he'd be level 1 to like 48. And then from 48 to like 75, and then 75 to 100, and they skip a lot of interesting things. There's like the boss battles. Like, I would like to see the character kind of grow more as the season progresses. They could have made it a two series, or maybe even a 3-part series. Kind of give people a little taste. Like, yeah, this is a good season. They could have made a lot more money off of it. I'm not sure if you can make money off Netflix, but I'm pretty sure you can. You could have made a lot more money. I know it's a lot more time for animation, because it takes, like, you got to animate these people and it costs money, and you guys are probably like, oh, we're not getting many views. But if you had a 4-part series and kind of made it out like a book, because you got to remember, when you make an animation or a movie, for instance, or anything like that, there's always a book, or not always a book, but the idea behind it is a storyline. You got to follow the storyline perfectly, or else people are like, well, this seems like I got ripped off. I put 14 episodes into this, and it's done. It's over with. There's no more. So for a lot of animes on Netflix, I would definitely start thinking about adding more material inside your stuff. There's a few good in there, a few good things in there that could like shows that are good with that. You know, constant step by step. You're with the character, because in the series I was watching, it felt like you just logged on to the game every so often and whatever not. But you should have it step by step, so you grow with that character. You got more of a bond with your character, or the character of the animated series, and as well as the co-characters. Like, you didn't really have enough time to grow on to people, right? I won't give anything away for those of you who might be interested in doing this, but watching the series. If you even know what series I'm talking about, but you can totally check and find out on Netflix. Just go into anime. It's basically about a video game that these people were stuck in, and you have to beat the game in order to get the heck out. These guys spent 2 years in the game, and there's 13 episodes. Come on, guys. Like, you got to put more time into your work, and stuff like that, because, like, I'm not no professional about animated series or anything like that, but yeah, I would definitely tell you guys, like, you got to put compassion in your work. You can't just sit there with it and be like, okay, let's do 14 episodes on one thing on one season and see how it goes, because it's just like I said before. It's like books, you know. You put as much detail in the first book, leave some things out, some unsettling answers, so you have enough information for two, maybe three books. And if you have the right storyline, the right type of book, you can go on to 10 books if you wanted to, or stop at 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. It doesn't matter. Um, Going back to other things you should watch in the Netflix area, if you're into romance, hit those up. If you're into comedy, hit that up. They're really good there. There's a few comedians that give you a laugh, but I find that the comedian side of things, make them shorter. I'm saying, people, animated should be longer, but like, comedian shows should be shorter, because they add things in there that shouldn't be in there. Then I'm sitting there snoring pretty much, because yeah, the stuff is funny, but you have cuts in between of stuff, and it just eliminates everything. I know you're trying to add a storyline onto a movie, but still, you're a comedian, you're up on stage having an act, do an act, and then say put a date, time, and then another place, and then have that person do the act there, kind of make it flow. If you're gonna make it a movie, when it comes to I said romance. I mean, I'm not a romance guy. Come on, I'm a guy. I don't do romance. But yeah. Okay. Peace.